Hey Village, it's your girl Narisse, and here I am back again for Fire Friday. As you can see, I have my guitar with me this time around. We're still going through our technical things. So I know I was saying before, well, for one, for those who don't know who I am, hi, I'm Narisse. I'm a singer, songwriter, instrumentalist, um, visual artist, creative, all the things, right? And also a businesswoman. I own my own label that houses the distribution, protection, and creation and management of my music and myself. So yeah, the that's me as a creative, the synopsis of it at least. And for those who are returning, welcome back to the village. For those who are new, welcome to the village. For those who don't know what the village is, it's what I call my space, my audience, my fan base. And I call it the village because many of us, it takes a village to raise a kid. Sometimes we might have been born into villages that didn't quite nurture us the way that we felt we might have needed. And we might have had experiences in a world where we might have felt like an outcast, ostracized, like you're not good enough, or like you're weird and you're different. And, maybe you've had people throughout your journey see you and make you feel seen and heard in a way that makes you feel validated and like enough. And maybe there's points in your journey where you might not have gotten that. Well, this is a space I want to create where folks like us who might be different, who might be, um, you know, that challenge the status quo, that don't fit in with everybody because we're just so unique and talented and multifaceted. This is a space where I want us to feel safe, where we can express ourselves honestly and be seen and be respected and heard. Now, for those who are familiar, I can get into a TED talk. I can go on and on with the inspirational word. And y'all know I usually like to close these live streams with a sound bowl and prayer and lately I had been making beats on here. So my Wi-Fi is down. I'm in a very interesting situation right now. My father recently passed away um years ago. Not years ago, oh my god, months ago. I mean, might as well have been years ago for how things have transpired. But anyway, a few months ago, and I'm trying to figure out my whole life situation right now. I'm currently unemployed, self-employed right now, and I've just been working on new music lately. I had took a hiatus, and pun intended, because see what I mean later. Um, from social media because a lot was going on at that time. And so when I got back to social media, I didn't want to do the same live streams that I was doing later, which were pretty much me doing like practice and vocal practice, which I mean is probably necessary that I should get back into that. But I wanted the content to be more interesting, and plus I wanted to make new music. Um, I had things that I wanted to say, and and I had been through a lot since I released my last project, which is Divine, as in like Divine Feminine. Um, and it came out in 2020. If you haven't already heard it, please check it out. It's on all streaming platforms. So if you wherever you listen to your music, it's on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, it's there. Um, and it's my first project, and a lot of it is some love songs. Some of it you'll be hearing. Some guitar records are on there, and so much had gone on in my life since then, and I had survived the um S attempt, but really it was a lot of low vibrational energy around me at that time, and just going through the experiences of spiritual warfare, um evolving in life, coming of age, and dealing with relationships going awry and navigating that, and really being in a space of like solitude, and the lessons that I learned from that, and how I was able to nurture myself and teach myself how to love myself again, and not rely so much on other people's opinions and other people's perspectives of who I am and who I should be. Because I realize no matter what I do, even if I reconstruct myself to be what people's perception of me should be, and mind you, not just random people, like people that I care about, friends and family, if I like reconstructed my life to appease how they want me to be, it still wasn't going to be enough, and I just got to a point where I was like, look, fuck it. Fuck anybody's opinions. I'm just gonna live for me. And if I make mistakes along the way, so be it. We all make mistakes. But I know I'm trying. God knows I'm trying. And throughout that process, I'm only gonna get smarter. I'm only gonna get better. And of course I'll stumble along the way, but it'll lead me on a path of righteousness, which is where I choose to go. But I say all this to say I have a lot of experiences and new things that I want to talk about in my music. So I decided that when I got back into doing live streams, I was going to make new music. Right now, we're pausing on that because Wi-Fi is currently down. And again, like I said, I was figuring out what I'm doing in life. Um, and plus I wanted to make new music. So, hopefully soon, if I start booking some gigs again, um, I have new things to say and new songs to sing rather than just like my guitar songs. Upbeat records, some feel good songs, some inspirational things. And I really wanted to get that out so I can not only like express myself and have more and more like sounds to like navigate, but also to like really have music out there that can serve purpose and really be of service. So yeah, but right now, I mean, I'm in the process of setting up like Wi-Fi and getting my digital life together. My company is called Neo Entertainment, inspired by the Matrix, and it's like, and I've dealt with so much invasion of privacy and invasion in my digital life, and more than just my digital life, my physical being, and just like clearing out all the hacks and hexes and curses and just negative low vibrational energy that does not serve me. And in that, in spiritual warfare, and in the fight for truth and freedom, it's not pretty always. There's gonna be times where, people get hurt and people get offended. And sometimes that looks like you taking time to yourself and not showing up to every event. That might look like you setting boundaries for yourself and saying, I'm not going to give my energy to this anymore, or I'm not going to allow this anymore. And of course, people who once had the access to you to drain your energy and to take advantage of you, once you set the tone that you're not allowing that anymore and you're fighting to uphold those boundaries, people are going to find a problem with it, and people who don't respect that aren't meant to be in your life, and that's okay. But the people who see that you're trying your best and you want to be the best version of yourself, and you're doing the work, you're doing the shadow work, and people constantly either judge your journey or they present obstacles for you or traps for you, that's energy that's not necessary for this particular part of my journey. And those experiences inspired a lot of the new music that I had been writing. So, I'm excited to get to perform that soon. But yeah, but in dealing with all that, I had been looking for work, but still like bet off at the same time. Because I feel like regardless of anything that you go through, you can't go wrong betting on yourself. Regardless of what anything looks like. It might look like, you know, all the chips are stacked against you, but you never fail betting on yourself. And so I've grown so much as a creative, as a person, as a spiritualist, just believe myself and having the audacity to prevail and keep going and fighting any obstacle that comes my way until I win, because I will win. And I haven't gone through all the things that I've gone through so far to not win. So, you know, it is what it is. But here we are. So, I am in the process of working on my Wi-Fi so I can get things up and running, but also like trying to protect my digital life, which can be a challenge, especially if you've dealt with your devices being hacked before, and who knows to what degree, and you're trying to regain your privacy, which everybody deserves. Um, you know, it can be a challenge, but again, I'm not going to stop until I win. So until then, me being the alchemist that I am, we're going to still show up for these live streams and now get to the music. But also another thing that I wanted to say, because I did say that I had a project, Divine, that's on streaming platforms. Hold on, let me get my stuff together. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. So, I do have a project called Divine. It's on all streaming platforms. And, I say check out the music first. And if you like it, get a physical copy. I do have some CDs that are still available. And you can purchase it at Narisse.com. And I also have these really fly, really cool, really cute flash drives that got this whole live stream thing started with the process of me making this, which was a labor of love. It took several hours. It was a long time getting all the content together. There's the EP on here. I designed the lyric book. There's exclusive pictures. Each flash drive has different pictures from the visual projects that I took at that time within the era of the EP. I did a visual project that I styled, directed, edited, the things. I did that whole project. And yeah, and that's on here. And I also have affirmations on here. So it's really cool. Limited edition collector's item. Who knows how much it'll be worth in years to come. So yeah, there's that. And then also check out Sweet Life on SoundCloud and just everything else that I have on SoundCloud. I'll do like cover videos on here just for the sake of creativity. And recently I put the audio version because I started actually attempting to make like quality art audio for those visuals. And I would record it and then add harmonies and all those things. And so, you can check out the audio for those visual projects on SoundCloud as well, which would be like my cover of Good Days, my cover of Cabin Fever by Jaden Smith, as well as a mashup that I did of SZA's Supermodel and a song called Doja that's originally that I wrote while I was in a group called Down to Mars. Down to Mars's project is also on SoundCloud. You can check it out if you want to. My favorite song is Please. So you can check that record out. And it's all on my SoundCloud account. So yeah, check out SoundCloud, follow, and really listen to Sweet Life. We're already over 100 streams, which is crazy to me. I don't know if that was the Truman Show bot, but I'll take it. And yeah, so my goal was to get to 100, but so we're already at 100. So let's bring it to 200, and keep it running up. And I'll have more stuff coming soon on SoundCloud. Once I get this whole technology together. So yeah, okay, I think I did all my promotional things, right? Okay, so I was just gonna get on here, honestly, I was just gonna like just chill out and jam out, and because I do need to practice guitar, and sing along to some of these records. I haven't like practiced guitar in a while. I mean, I started a few days ago recently, and then I haven't really, because I've just been working so much on the MIDI controller and making beats on that. And so like I've just been in the mode of like more like not electronic sounds, but like more synth sounds. And I've been mixing guitar with that. Like there's a few records where I mix in like a guitar section and a bass line and doing different transitions and stuff like so. Like I'm including instrumentation, but yeah, I'm just kind of, now we're back to acoustic. I mean, this is an electric guitar, but you know what I mean? Like we're back to like straight up instruments, and I'm grateful that I can do it all. Um, we can bounce back and forth between different worlds and mix it all together. But either way, I'm really excited about the music I've been working on. But yeah, so I mean, this isn't like a full performance or anything, because I'm like, look, like I said, I haven't practiced in a while like I should be. So if I mess up, bear with me. We're just jamming. We're just jamming. We're just like hanging out. It's a Friday night. If you have no plans because you're a hermit like me, then welcome to the village. We're jamming out and playing guitar tonight. And you know what? I would like give like a little bit of a Easter egg. So I often say like I do music and I do visual art, and I have a like exciting like project that I'm working on. Because like I kind of miss the visuals, and I really love visuals. Like I love fashion. I love to put a look together. I mean, like this is a simple look, but this is unreleased merch um, from the Just Wanna music video day where we filmed, and yeah, so unreleased merch, even though other people have tried to replicate this look, but it's fine. It's nothing like the original. um but yeah, so, and also the anniversary to my EP is coming up, which I didn't realize was like a week after Lionsgate. Huh, interesting. Okay, but yeah, and that's a whole thing in itself. Like I said, spiritual warfare is a real thing, but nothing can hold you down. And every circumstance is just a challenge to propel me forward and challenge me to be better, regardless of the opposition that comes my way. And like I said, the fight for truth and freedom is not a pretty one, and there's no polite way to fight for your autonomy, you know. And of course, people are going to be offended. Of course, people are going to lay out traps for you. Of course, there's going to be missteps, especially like when you're in circumstances like by yourself and you don't really have proper guidance or people like giving you game and steering you the right way. Like, all right, maybe that's not a good move. Oh, this is a great move. You're just trying to figure it out on your own. And it's tough when, the people that are supposed to be helping you are the people who hold you back. And people so quick to judge, so quick to say, oh my gosh, you're so terrible for doing this. And you're only one person. And when everything that you knew, say if this is hypothetically speaking, say if you're in a situation where like, especially people like that, say there's like a family secret that you don't know anything about, and it has everything to do with you. Like say, the person that you thought was your parent wasn't your parent, and actually was like somebody else or whatever the case may be. And then, and upon finding out about that, your reaction is how your reaction is. Some people are chill about it, some people go off, and then people around you try to tell you how you're supposed to react to, you know, um, different situations in your life that's, affected, completely rearrange how you see your whole reality, and then put so much judgment on how you react to that. as if that's something that everybody goes through, and everybody's like, well, this is the textbook reaction that you should have to finding out everything in your life is a lie, you know? And like I said, hypothetically speaking, just using that as an example. And when you go through these experiences and you're just one person, and again, like I said, don't have the guidance, don't have anybody, any rule books. It's just, you know, books, and just because something's in a book, that doesn't always mean that it's good for you. And I mean that in more ways than one. You know, like for example, I mean, no shade to this man. I've said this multiple times, but you know, like, and again, it's based on a scenario. Then I'll get to the music. But like Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People, I feel like that book is really good if you don't really have much adversity in your life. You know, if you're not going through anything too crazy, you know, and because it's just certain scenarios in life where it's like you can't play it that simple. You know, it's very fluff. It's very, I mean, it's good strategies in there, but I'm like, people who've been through some real shit, through real adversity, like real challenges, like you've seen people lose their life over stuff, and you know, like real trauma. It's not that simple, you know. And like for example, this is one tactic that he says, you know, like if you're wrong about something, you know, just take all the blame, because nobody wants to hear your side of the story. Nobody wants you to criticize or judge them. You know, just be kind of like cordial about a thing. And I think it's a way, depending on the circumstance and depending on the person, that could work, you know. But in certain circumstances where the stakes are very high, and you know shit ain't your fault, and you know there's accountability that could go around, and you know you're dealing with people who play very well at being narcissists and then try to project their issues onto other people, that whole tactic of, you know, you just apologizing and not holding other people accountable ain't gonna fucking work. Like, it's just not. It's like, you know, and especially with people who are very creating problems, and specifically to lead you down a path of a trap, and then try to blame you for it as if they didn't initially create the problem in the first place, and then say, oh, this is your fault and this and that, and you know, why are you doing this? But I'm like, I wouldn't have this had you not set the shit up. And then when you try to hold them accountable, they lie. They don't even admit, oh, you know what, you're right, I did mess up here. They're not even mature enough to do that. Like, that's not even how they play. Accountability just isn't a thing. And I remember dealing with that in so many situations, you know, just wondering, like, how do people get this shit from? Like, where do they get that skill from? Like, being so good at creating the problem, setting you up, and then trying to approach you like you're the cause, as if they didn't do the shit, or as if they didn't start it. You know what I mean? And then, like, the older that I got, I realized like adults are really good at that shit too. And you know, and I realized like, okay, some that behavior is learned, especially like if you're in corporate spaces and you're trying to get ahead. Like, people don't play fair, and people aren't always honest, and people aren't always accountable. And when you are an honest person, and you do care to do the right thing, and you do care to treat people fairly, and you know, and when you mess up and you're wrong, you're willing to apologize, and you know, people use that against you. And it might seem noble, it might seem mature, it might seem like you're being the bigger person, but they like, oh, you're a sucker, because I'm never gonna admit when I'm wrong. I'm just gonna completely blame it on you. And I know you're a nice person, I know you take accountability, and I know you're going to apologize. So because I know that you're going to apologize, I'm just going to completely blame it on you. I'm not going to own up to the shit that I did, even though I started this whole thing, and make you out to be the bad guy, even though you're really the nicest person. But because you're a nice person, I care. That's the world we live in. People are really like that in real life, and people get praised and celebrated for being that way, for being tactical, for being, you know, like abusing their power and being manipulative, you know? And I know like some people say like, you know, the 48 Laws of Power is like the worst book ever or whatever. I feel like it's a cautionary thing, you know, depending on who you are, because it's a lie to think that people aren't like that in this, especially in music, especially in business. You know, I know it might seem like a tangent, but it's gonna be full circle because I'm like there's songs where I address circumstances like this, and you know, and just dealing with that. And it's frustrating because the little guy often gets fucked over. Like, you know, they say nice guys finish last. And I'm tired of being nice to people. I'm tired of being nice because when I'm nice, you know, people use it against you. When you sell people shit on you. So at this point, I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'm not being nice. Like, I'm going to be loving for, you know, show love to me. But, you know, it's a wild world out here. Like, shit is really crazy and people aren't mature and responsible. But I will say this as my last point to that. Just because people may be in a position of power and they might have more resources than you, and it might seem very intimidating, and you feel like if I stand up for myself, even though it's the right thing to do, even though I'm right in this situation, and they know I'm right, but if I stand up to these people, it's going to be intimidating. It's going to be hard. They might pull out all the stops to try to ruin me and ruin my reputation or ruin my opportunities or whatever the case may be. And this could be at work. This could be in certain social groups. This could be in family systems. If you believe in a higher power, know that the higher power that you believe in is more powerful than anybody on this planet. Do not let anybody intimidate you out of you speaking your truth and standing up for yourself. And of course, when it's beneficial for people to have you be submissive and you just go along with the get along, you fighting for your freedom is going to offend people. There's going to be moves that you make that will rub them the wrong way. And it will appear to be disrespectful. Yeah, to the oppressor, the person that they're fighting for them for their freedom will be disrespectful to them. Especially if you're the type of person like me that goes out of your way to like try to respect everybody, be kind to everybody, you know, right your wrongs and constantly apologize. And, you know, for a long time, I was like very passive aggressive. I was trying to avoid confrontation. But I realized like that's not going to work. Because if people want you to be in confrontation, they can set it up to put you in confrontation. Like there's very strategic, maniacal ways that people do that. But I'm just saying, I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know if you're in a workspace where you got a boss that's an asshole and they're in a position of power, so you feel intimidated. Like, of course, play the game as best that you get, the resources that you got, with the knowledge that you have, you know, that's allotted to you. You know, play the game as well as you can. And of course, there's times where you're going to mess up. There's times where you're going to make moves that, you know, don't always look the best to certain people. But don't ever let anybody fear you out of standing up for yourself when you know you deserve more, when you know your right situation. Always stand up, defend yourself, and fight for what you deserve. Period. That's the message. So I have my guitar here. I was gonna play some songs, and you know, like I said, you know, I could get into a TED talk, because you know, life be, and you know, and people be assholes, and they will tell you that you're wrong in every way, but could never fathom ever dealing with the things that you deal with. You know, like people living even whatever adversities that they go through, because everybody's got a problem, everybody's got a story. you know, but people will be so quick to like shame you for decisions that you make or circumstances that you're in, but could never stand a day dealing with the shit that you survive on the daily. They would disintegrate before surviving the things that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. And that's why we're outcasts. That's why we the black sheeps. But really we're the coolest rebels. Because we don't fit into the status quo. And the status quo got the nerve to try to tell us how to live our lives as if they could stand a chance being as wise as we are, dealing with what we deal with. But it is what it is. But we make it look good though. Anyway. So I'm just gonna play some songs. And you know, let's have a good time. I'll play some originals, and you know, and I'll play some covers too, because you know, I've been learning some Napalm records, and like Hiatus Kaiyote, which is crazy to me that I even play a Hiatus Kaiyote song. Like that's wild. Um, but like on for me though. I was very much a hiatus fanatic years ago. I mean, like they're still dope to me. Like, you know, their talent will never disintegrate in my heart. But you know, I've chilled out. I've chilled out since then. I know they put out new music. I haven't listened to it all, but like Choose Your Weapon will always be like a holy grail for me. And I know how to play the lung on guitar, but I have like I don't know, I have to warm up to that one because it's like a lot of like yeah, there we go. I haven't. Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't know if I'm gonna sing all these songs. I'm just gonna play and vibe out. But yeah, you know, here we are. Anyway, but I'm like, damn, starting with the most difficult song. And I haven't warmed up vocally, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna just go with it. You know, we'll see how it goes. Okay. All right, all right. Let me get good. All right. Oh, Don't I flat out to go there and up overheads with the red shoot it down. Don't I flat go to go there and up overheads with the red shoot it down, down. Fill the loves the phosphorescent Of death, this was about the inside for this. I'm gonna get home. Okay, starting out with Hiatus, hey. Okay, I love that song. It's such a good one, and I'm so glad that I can play it. I was learning. There was another song I was learning too. I don't know it well enough to play all the way through. I still have to practice it because there's a lot of changes in that record. Oh, excuse me. Um, hold on. All right, hold on. Like shift. When you fall in love. I don't know if I can play at the same time because I mean I know the words. I don't know. I'm gonna mainly focus on guitar and then we'll see what I can do. When you fall in love, when you fall in love, damn. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna sing this one, but I do need to practice it. But you know, we just vibing. This is not like a serious super pressure thing, but here we are. Yeah, it's a little rough. I clean it up. How to keep on when it turns up in you? How do I get love when it's serving only you? Oh, a crossroad is better than a crossfire. Better than a crossfire. But yeah, anyway, let me do an easier song. But I can do the how does it end? I think your dream is something special. Just what my dreams are made of. Let's stay together, you and me, boy. We're going like more. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What you have done to me, I can't explain it. I love you. I'm done to you. Something like that. Yeah, because she does like a mashup of both songs. But yeah, I got to work on that one because it's that. Hold on, actually. I had it. Shit. Shit. Yeah, I gotta work on that one. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. I'm like, Mayvon, like, girl, can you relax? Like, I know you're amazing, but damn. Okay, anyway. Um, I mean, what's a record I could do? I can original. I could do some original. I realized like my guitar originals are like a little on the slower side, but it's okay. It's a vibe nonetheless. But um, you play me. Now you say I'm free. How could I be? My words of privacy free. I'm constantly afraid to believe things get raging. I just want vacation. Don't want no confrontations. Don't want no conversations. Otherwise, I'll be free to fly. I choose to be wasn't willing to escape upside down dimensions. No illusion. Hopefully they'll see me a little strange because oh, to tell my own story of the way I'll be free to fly. And that is Otherwise. And yeah, love that record. It's an unreleased one. It'll be releasing eventually. Now this next one is a little bit on the happier side, I guess. Something like that. Um, like I said, I have a project called Divine. Um, and there's a song on there called Divine, a bossa nova melody. Because I was really into, well, I still am. I love bossa nova music. And I had like not have long ago at that point gotten my guitar and was wanting to play bossa nova music. And uh, acquaintance at the time uh, gifted me chords, and so I made this song, and it's called Divine. Raise my given me your sweet, and my heart will take your place in me like the space to embark the tree of life. Just be the light we can create. We can be I see your face while I'm dreaming of you, loving you, chasing you, don't even know it, but I'm missing you all fading, reading the visions of the tree of life. Just be the light we can feel it, we can be my friend. You are truly something divine, and time will tell the stars to what I am. I am yours, and you are mine. I will love you all the time, for time, for time, oh yeah. Yeah. And that's divine. What's the next song? And that's off of the Divine EP, by the way. We can do another Divine EP record, actually. You may try to run me out of town, but did you forget where I made this ground? Mars made me down through the ground. I still admit you got the funky sound, even though you play the game and try to take me out. Was that about it? We're supposed to be on the same team, even if we can't agree. We could have been everything. Yeah. You take care of it, and I'm nothing. And skies will shine everything. Now just living free, and I live. Living free, I'll be living. And that's Alumni, also on the Divine EP. I feel like there's more songs. I mean, there's a handful of songs. I mean, I could do. This is also another unreleased record called Misery. Yeah. Sorry, I added a new chord in there. Sure. All right. I'm like, we're messing around right now. All right, let's get into it. All right. This is Misery. I don't know what you want from me, but I know when I want you, I is away, so I just give my reasons and I'll just another life with you long distance. I know relationships get hard, but I couldn't even predict them like that. Oh no, they are cold. They don't tell me about it. Didn't want me even safe, but find me in the matrix. I don't know what you want from me, but I know when I want you, I feel me, so I just keep my resistance. I just in my life, break you long distance. I break you long distance. Look, I know I'm the life of the party, but I don't give a fuck about them parties. No, you try to get me to be naughty, but I ain't want nobody on my body. I know I'm the life of your party, but I don't give a fuck about your pub. No, you tried to get me to be naughty, but I ain't want nobody on my body. You're minding my business, got me more paranoid than a head. Let it be like this on a daily abyss of darkness. Maybe, well, hopefully, I get a download from a titty. It's gonna like, yes, I feel a Nancy. Pray with your food to come get me. I learned for myself on my Trinity. Like, don't know what you want from me, but I know when I'm around you, I feel misery, so I Maybe long distance, like pretty long distance. I pretty long distance. I pretty With a playbook to copy moves you can never compete. Things what I do you can never. They could never. They could never. That you can never, oh yeah. I think it's crazy how the industry try to bully me, all cause your team ain't got originality. Now try to make a hit without referencing Narisse. A lot of tired careers gonna have to rest in peace. It's crazy how the industry try to bully me, all cause your team ain't got no originality. Now try to make a hit without referencing Narisse. A lot of tired careers is gonna have to rest in peace. I think it's crazy how the industry try to bully me, all cause your team ain't got originality. Now try to make a hit without referencing Narisse. A lot of tired careers is gonna have to rest in peace. A lot of tired careers is gonna have to, all cause your team ain't got originality. Everybody wanna copy off of me. All cause your team ain't got no originality. I see why you gotta copy off of me. A lot of heroes got too much ego to admit they loud and wrong. They don't care about truth and justice. They just trying to push a song. Wonder if they know the storyline was bullshit all along. It don't matter. Make the reference. Don't question. Just go along. A lot of your heroes got too much ego to admit they loud and wrong. They don't care about true justice. They trying to push a song. Wonder if they knew the storyline was bullshit all along. Don't make no questions. Just make the reference. Play along. Just play along. A lot of y'all favorite egos favorite heroes got too much ego. Sorry, did I say your favorite egos? I mean your favorite heroes, but you really just see the ego, not how it really goes. Your favorite heroes got too much ego to admit they're loud and wrong. They just try to push a song. I wonder if they knew the storyline was bullshit all along. Just make a reference. Don't question. Just play along. Just play along. Crazy how the industry bully me. All because your team ain't got no originality. Now try to make it hit. I'm aiming at Narisse. Got a tight career, so she's gonna have to rest in. There was a new chord in there. I don't think it was A minor. I don't know. Sometimes I like to make up my own. But let's see who referenced it now. I started working on a new song. But I didn't finish it though. I think those are my guitar songs 7 minutes before today. Well, thank you all for being a part of this live stream. Before I get into another TED Talk, you can some of those songs, if you like some of those records, some of them are available on SoundCloud, some of them are available on streaming platform, Divine and Alumni on streaming platforms. And Misery is on SoundCloud. And Sweet Life. Sweet Life is also on SoundCloud, so be sure to stream that. And whoops. Oh, that's it. As you know, I like to end on a high vibrational note, so I'm going to play my sound bowls, say a prayer, and conclude this. So last time I did the root chakra, which I think was really good. This time I think we'll do all right. Well, you know what? We'll add it to the roster. It's crazy how there's one view on here, but I know there's many more somewhere, somewhere in an alternate reality. You know where it is. In the future, or the future me that's monetized, that has 100,000 that watch and subscribe. Make sure, for this, you like, comment, and subscribe. All right, so we're going to start with the throat chakra. You know, there's many people in this world when you're an outspoken person and when you challenge the status quo and you actually fight for truth and justice, people will try to silence you and demonize you and discredit you and make you feel like your voice isn't heard or like it's not important. I'm here to challenge that. So, not only by example, but energetically in a high vibrational way. So, I'm playing this sound bowl that is specifically for the throat chakra. And as I play this with the intention to heal, balance, uplift, and empower your throat chakra. So if there's anybody on here that's ever felt like or was made to feel like your voice is important, like your voice doesn't matter, I would like to help you heal through that and remind you of your power in this world. The next sound bowl is for the heart chakra. You know, I know me personally through a lot of, as I've already explained, experiences with betrayal and disappointment, you know, especially by people, you know, that you're close to, maybe have been once close to. You can experience those things and be very guarded with your heart and be reluctant on love. And maybe you might feel like you might not be worthy of love, or you might not trust people to love you, or maybe you feel like you're difficult to love given the circumstances in your life, or like your heart is so high you might not find love. I hope in me playing this reminds all of us, including myself, that we're all worthy of love, and to align with the right love, healthy love, Love that sees us, that respects us, that protects us, that defends us, feel safe, that celebrates us, that appreciates us, that empowers and uplifts us. Honest love, true love, genuine love. Um, may we be in alignment with that. May we be do the work to heal so we can receive it when it's there for us. And may we give that to ourselves first and be ready when we see it outside of ourselves and able to receive it. All right, last one. Solar plexus. It's in your gut area. It's usually representing your intuition, your instincts, your gut feeling, your inner wisdom. Different from your third eye. It's similar but different. Whereas I feel like the third eye is more you being able to see beyond this physical reality and have discernment and the clarity to recognize signs and symbols and the messages, those on the spiritual side. Um, and whereas your solar plexus is an inner wisdom, something within yourself, like inner knowledge. When you're in tuned with your spirit and led by your spirit and what you feel within, and knowing that your gut feeling is right. Women are usually on point with that. But men have that as well. And sometimes we go through experiences in life that try to persuade us away from our gut instincts and try to tell us, steer us from our inner knowledge that we know is right. And some people will try to downplay it, like, oh, it's not that serious. Oh, it's not that deep, or oh, you're just overthinking it. And then sometimes you turn out to be right, you know, as I'm playing this. I hope that we all are in alignment and in tune with our solar plexus, our gut instincts to know that we're right, and know when something is wrong for us and to pivot and to have that inner discernment of how to move in this world. So may we be aligned, balanced, healed, and elevate our solar plexus. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that helped. I hope that's provided healing and elevation for whoever needed it. Now, as you know, I like to conclude this with a prayer, so I'll just start now. God, thank you for all the blessings that we have in our life, the ones that we recognize and see, and those that we don't. Sometimes we might be inundated with challenges and adversity, and it clouds our vision. But thank you for the challenges, pushing us to be greater, pushing us to be stronger, and more for the blessings that you have for us. May you continue to lead us on a path of righteousness and continue to guard us, to protect us in the face of adversity and challenges of life. May all those who attempt to form weapons against us be met with those weapons in return. We ward away all evil and all low vibrational intentions, all traps that are intended to be set for us, for those of us in this village. May those who plan and push traps fall in their own traps for themselves. May you continue to lead us to the truth, lead us to glory, to align us with the right people in our lives, the people who see the best in us, the people who elevate us, the teach us, the people who give us game, correct us, hold us accountable, but with love, the people who challenge us for the better, people who see and believe in us, and the people who stand by us. May we be in alignment to provide that for those in our space, and may we be able to receive it for those who provide that in our lives. Continue to sharpen our blades, educate us, empower us, teach us, heal us, and remove anything and any blockage from our connection with you, from receiving your guidance and your message and your love and protection in our lives. So it is, so it will be. Much gratitude for what has already been. Amen. Thank you all so much for being a part of this live stream. I know it's not the same Fire Friday that it usually would be, but you know, like I said, I'm doing the best that I can with what I got. And yeah, I wanted to last live stream. I wanted to do what I was doing here, which was like playing some of the songs on guitar and sharing the music. But I kind of got into my whole political bag, and just, you know, sharing my opinions and perspectives about the state of the world. And, you know, again, like I said, I don't know who needs to hear this, but in life, we might go through challenges and we go through hard times, and sometimes we feel misunderstood and set up and, you know, hated on. And like, you know, we know that we have great ideas and talent and people don't give us the credit that we deserve. But know that glory is upon us and life is a mindset. I was watching Bashir earlier today. He's someone, I forget the actual guy's name. I think his name is David, who does channeling this ET entity energy, kind of like Abraham with Esther Hicks. And I was watching the video of him earlier today, and it was saying, you know, as hard as it might seem for you earthlings and you humans, the circumstances don't matter, you know, because he was really speaking to really being aware of the spiritual reality around us, regardless of what you go through, your circumstances don't matter. It doesn't matter. Your state of being matters. So regardless of what you go through, you could be going through the craziest things. People could be threatening your life and trying you and disrespecting you and holding you back. But the circumstance doesn't matter. It's your state of being. So regardless of what you're going through, process your emotions, but know that how you handle it and how you exist in that experience. And I think I've gotten a lot better about handling certain experiences. I don't let it get me down. I take the lessons with it and I try to find laughter and, you know, and again, the lesson and the strategy of it all. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but your circumstance doesn't matter. Your state of being matters. And when you recognize that, it'll shift your reality to getting you to the place that you want to be. With that said, that concludes this live stream. I hope you enjoyed this. Much love to you guys. I will see you all later. If not sometime this weekend, definitely on Monday for Music Monday. Much love to you and God bless. Have a good weekend.